Hello, my name is Fiona, and I am a certified teacher and a Praxis coach with Study.com. If you are preparing to take the Praxis Social Studies Content Knowledge Geography Test, Test 5081, then let's review some of the types of questions you may encounter on the exam. This image is an example of what type of map? Well, first I want to start by saying that this map clearly illustrates the scramble for Africa, which occurred from 1833 to 1914. This particular one appears to be from about 1913, which was towards the end of this period. We can see Great Britain is represented by yellow, Germany by green, orange for Belgium, and so on. Now let's get to the actual question. This image is an example of what type of map? A, demographical map, B, expansionist map, C, topographical map, or D, political map. We're going to define each first. The purpose of a demographical map is to show data regarding population characteristics, such as employment, age, income equality, or education level, by region or geographical area. An expansionist map provides a visual of countries, states, empires expanding into other territories through empire building or colonialism and their spheres of influence. A topographical map shows elevations of mountains, plains, valleys using contour lines, as well as detailed information on their geographic positions. Finally, a political map is a very common type. This is the type we usually find in books. It shows political boundaries such as those of countries, states, territories, and the like. So, which one would we use for this type of map? Which one defines this type of map exactly? As in my previous slide, I explained how this was the scramble for Africa, where countries and empires were trying to get as much territory as possible. So it is B, expansionist map. A country experiencing a volcanic eruption that causes people to leave their communities and settle elsewhere for the remainder of their lives would be considered A, a spatial process that influences a temporal process, B, an interaction between environment, society, and spatial distribution. C, a temporal process that influences a spatial process. Or D, an interaction between natural, physical, and human systems. Let's define these terms. Spatial process. To quote National Geographic, there are three general types of spatial processes: natural physical systems, environmental society relationships, and human systems. Natural physical systems are processes that come about from natural laws of energy and matter that are related to the physical earth. Environment society relationships are the relationships between the use of natural resources by humans and how changes in the earth's characteristics due to human activity affects our lives. Human systems is the study of the effect of humans on a landscape, including their decision to move location. Now, spatial distribution. This is population density, how many people are found in a specific area. And temporal process is a process that happens over time. So let's go back to the question. A country experiencing a volcanic eruption and people move, presumably immediately. So I think we can rule out temporal processes. And this one. So it's down to B or D. An interaction between environment, society, and spatial distribution. I don't think this has anything to do with population density, so we can rule that out. So that leaves us with D, an interaction between natural, physical, and human systems. Does that work? Human systems, the study of humans including their decision to move, so that checks, and natural physical systems, the processes that come about from the natural laws of energy and matter related to physical Earth. So that checks out. So D would be our answer here. What is an advantage to an urban settlement over a rural settlement? A, urban settlements usually have a far less negative impact on the environment than a rural one. B, urban settlements usually have greater access to jobs and infrastructure. C, urban settlements have a high level of safety. Or D, urban settlements have fewer educational opportunities and resources. So let's discuss rural settlements and urban settlements. A rural settlement is associated with agriculture or other natural resources related occupations, cleaner air, less traffic congestion, and a higher level of safety than urban centers. An urban settlement has a higher concentration of people along with high density structures as well as air pollution. Urban areas also have a greater access to job opportunities, transportation, and education. So let's look at our options. Urban settlements usually have far less negative impact on the environment than a rural one. No, it clearly states that there is air pollution. So not this one. Urban settlements usually have greater access to job and infrastructure. It does say that there's greater access to job opportunities, transportation, and education. So this one's a good bet. C, urban settlements have a high level of safety. It actually says rural settlements are safer than urban centers. So it's not this one. And lastly, urban settlements have fewer educational opportunities and resources. Again, that is not the case. Education and transportation are resources that urban settlements do have. So the answer is indeed B. Which of the following is an agricultural hearth? Let's first define agricultural hearth. These are areas around the world where farming techniques and innovations originated. Examples of these are Sub-Saharan Africa, East Asia, Southeast Asia, Mesoamerica, and the Fertile Crescent. Now let's look at our answers. Antarctica. This is a frozen desert where no human settlement has ever existed. B. Saharan Africa. Sahara literally means desert in Arabic, and it is a vast, hot, dry, and rocky area. Death Valley. It's named for the hardships early settlers had in traveling through this area that is the hottest, driest, and lowest point in the United States. Last, we have the Fertile Crescent. To begin with, the word fertile is synonymous with fruitful, productive, and lush. The Fertile Crescent is a region in Western Asia between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers and the Mediterranean Sea. It was one of the first regions in the world where agriculture developed. So I think we can safely put D as our answer. I hope I was able to answer your questions so that you can get a better understanding of the topics you can expect to find on the test. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel so that with Study.com's help, you'll feel confident and prepared on exam day. Bye for now.